Hello guys, and welcome back to another Portsmouth Created Career Mode. So we start with February. It's a very short month, the video's not actually long. We didn't play many games, but we had a few postponements due to the cup final that we are in after beating Bournemouth in the last episode. So if you haven't checked that out, go back and check that out. But we start at home to Brentford. We seem to be playing Brentford a lot, really. It's still telling us Mikey is top goal scorer with 16 goals, and hopefully he can build on that going forward and trying to be the top goal scorer for the Premier League, which would be some achievement given there is some good strikers in this league in that sense. But we get off really well played here. Neil with a great ball, great flick into Joe, and he scores and makes it 1-0. It was really good footwork, and we scored early again at home, which we've struggled to do lately. We've seemed to have conceded a few goals first before sort of letting off. Novio hit a really great shot, well saved from the goalkeeper. Joe put it back into the mix. Mikey's shot was then blocked by the defender's arm, who jumped up to handball it. Joe's penalty was nearly saved, but more importantly, it went into the back of the net and made it 2-0 just before the break to give us that cushion going into the second half, and he's off celebrating in front of the Brentford fans. Into the second half, we played really well, holding the lead. But what about this for a ball? Look at that, inside the out of the foot from Joe, all the way across the B, one touch, and he finishes calmly to make it 3-0 and sliding away and celebrating with all 3 points and 3 goals. And the main aim now was to keep a clean sheet. We've not done that for a very long time, but we didn't manage to do so. Brentford probably with their first attack, and it was really well played. It was a great save from Sov as well, but the striker just got there and slammed it into an empty net. But they just got lucky, and it was a really good save from Sov. Anywhere else to the right, we would have cleared it, but nonetheless, it is 3-1 victory. Next real test, Arsenal away, who were above us on, I think, goal difference at the time of this recording when we played them. They were just above us on points, so we really needed to, sort of get there and beat these lot and just sort of put a benchmark into probably into the season, and hopefully we can get higher up into the league. Didn't have the greatest of starts. We gave away a penalty after 3 minutes. Jimenez, actually playing for Arsenal, stepped up. It was a weird run up, but then he decided to dink it, and it was an easy save from Ian, and we managed to get rid of it and save it from the corner. But after 25 minutes, Arsenal played it really well. Jimenez, great ball from Smith Rowe. Dan just got done way too easy, and Martinelli dinks over Ian into the far corner, and Arsenal take their 1-0 lead after 25 minutes, and it was really bad. We just played really bad, honestly. The game, we just played awful. Saka with a shot, Ian, really poor goalkeeper, right as a near post. It was a wet service and probably skidded off the ground, but really expecting him to make that save. We lose 2-0, so we're losing ground on sort of the top teams in that sense. Man City, normally I do a full recording, but this game went on for ages, and you'll see why. We got a 1-0 lead after B was tripped by the Man City defender, as I went to sort of header it would be, but Man City defender tripped him up, and the ref gave a penalty, which Joe slots away into the bottom left corner to make it 1-0. But literally 10 minutes later, really good play from Man City. The guy who scored against two of us at Fran Park come back to sort of haunt us, sets up Jesus, and he scores into the far corner and make it 1-1 in 16 minutes. And then it really got action-packed in the second half. An hour, Sterling cutting really back, really great play from Paul into Neil, and watch this for a pass from Neil right in the path of Mikey, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, outpaces Diaz, thinks about it and slots it into the far corner and makes it 2-1. Just after the hour mark, and a great counter-attack. What a counter-attack that actually was, from one end of the field to the other, and we come away with 2-1 going in. But literally 5 minutes later, Sterling just seems to cause problems. I'm sure he does it for any team that he plays against, but Sterling causes a lot of problems, and he did so there and gives Man City 2-2. And then Silva coming in, I don't know what Ian's coming out for, and it's just easy for I think it's David Silva to slot away and make it 3-2, and we're really against it now and pushing forward. But Man City pushed back, as you can see, 7 people there pushed it back, but it fell to Mikey, and what a finish that is! All power into the far corner, not placing it, just absolutely powered it into that far left-hand corner, and makes it 3-3 going into extra time. Which it did, and then in the first period of extra time, really good ball here, and I don't know why the ref gave it. I felt like I didn't foul him. The guy had the shot, which Ian saved, and it should have been that, and that should have been sort of how it ended, really. But the referee gave a penalty in De Bruyne, the top corner, no one's saving that, and he celebrates away, scoring 3 minutes before half time in the first period of it, like sort of extra time. And then in the second period, 5 minutes after the restart, Mikey running forward, it hits a screamer and it hits the arm of the defender, and he jumped in towards that, so that was a clear handball. Joe again going bottom left, nearly saved, sort of bent away at the last minute, but it was 4-4. What an absolutely fantastic cup game that we've got, and it looks like it could be going into penalty shootouts. But Man City gave it away. Really good pressure from Tommy. B just then ran. Mikey was there, but B opened up it, and it flew into the top of the net. I don't know why we didn't get a celebration of the last minute cutscene that you're supposed to get, really. But nonetheless, B scores, and it is an absolutely fantastic finish. And it wins us the final 5-4. Absolutely fantastic game. One of the best cup finals that I've played in, and I hope that all cup finals, if we ever get there again going forward, are like that, because that was an absolutely sensational game that we played, and we just played really well. Stopped Man City sort of playing their way, and yeah, we just did really well. I felt like we actually got a really good rhythm and played some really good football and deserving of the win, despite Man City coming back at us every time, taking the lead. So we had to play well, and we did. Could have gone 1-0 up. QPR was our next game. Ocean chipped it over the defender. I don't know why he chipped it over. He should have just smashed it. Bit more game time, he would have done that. But the chance was wasted. Darklord got away. Kelman just threw and scores. Poor from Darklord. He just tripped and lost his footing, which gave the ball away. And QPR have their lead early on. But Jax with a fine finish. Absolutely brilliant finish that was. Really, really good finish from Jax, from a guy who's not really scored as much goals coming in towards the sort of games, but he's doing well when he comes off the bench. And in 3 minutes left to play, QPR now sort of score and ruin our chances of any more silverware. So we're out of the FA Cup, but at least we won the EFL Cup, which I'm happy about. Man U still lead the way. We're sat in 8th and losing ground on the top, sort of the top 7, really. Me and Mikey still top goal scorers, and all the rest are still close to double figures. But it's getting close. Hopefully we can have a better March, as there's like 3 months left of the season. So join me for the next episode, guys. I appreciate you watching this. Leave a like and also subscribe if you are new to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you.